From the moment I set foot on this journey to come from Iowa to here, I had the full intent of visiting my monuments in DC. I am scared out of my mind. I've never done something like this. I'm a 10-year home builder. I put together this project for the simple reason that I know people are upset, and I've heard a lot of folks standing up and taking courage on this, but there's been too few. There's been too few to have voices to be heard. I decided that I would accept that challenge to make DC listen, and I am going to go over those barricades, and I'm calling anyone who would join me peacefully and respectfully walk up these steps and send a message to DC that we're not going to be locked out of places that are ours.
Let's go. That's right.
Stand with me.
Steps. Come on. One step. One step. Come on, come on, come on. Have some guts. Let's go. Nobody's gonna hurt.
Come on, folks. There's no law. There's no law barring you from being on your land. Let's go.
It's good to be an American.
This is my first time to DC. I'd never been to any of the monuments. I had heard and seen on the news what was going on with the barricades, and it just made my blood boil. Being here today and seeing the courage that so many fellow Americans put forth, it's more than I could ever expect, and I'm just so proud to be a part of it.
We marched up those steps and we stood in front of Lincoln, and my group, we hugged each other and we said, "To God be the glory." I've never been more proud to be an American than right now.
I'm completely overwhelmed right now. It's so good to see courage in people's hearts, and my hope is that more Americans come up here, take these monuments, they're yours.
Build the patriotism back in this country. For the land of the
Sir, you're in a restricted area. You took down police line tape to get through the restricted area.
I went under it.
You went under it. So you admittedly crossed the police line. Ergo, you're subject to arrest. So I'm asking you to leave the memorial and go ahead and conduct your protest down at the bottom of the steps.
I came too far, sir. I will not resist you. Would you please see that this gets to my dad?
To your dad?
He's in there just to make sure. I got a number of a lawyer, and I'm probably going to need one, it looks like, so...
Don't worry about it. You'll get more help than you realize.
I grabbed this too. I told him I'd lose the sign. So.
Okay.
Just gonna stay?
I'm staying. I've come too far. And I just encourage those folks not to be afraid. I encourage those folks to utilize their rights. So I'm going to do it.
This is exactly what America needs to do in a peaceful way. Martin Luther King led the way. That's exactly what this young man Joel did today. And hopefully his story will inspire other Americans to stand up and reignite that fire. Fear is courage hanging on just a little bit longer. And that's exactly what it is, brother. This is most definitely a top experience for me, and as far as pride for my country, to see that the hope inspired in so many citizens like this young man Joel, and hopefully that'll continue to spread like wildfire.
Thank you.
He put his phone and everything in there.
So what's
first
the story? They arrested him, or
they just threatened him that if he doesn't leave, that he'll be arrested and he'll spend the rest of the weekend in jail until Monday. And he says, "Well, I'm going to finish my visit."
So often, I think we've become a real country of followers, people that are kind of weak, and they're just waiting for somebody. He was out here with his hands shaking, you know. Anybody else that would have made that speech, their hands would have been shaking. but you just keep pushing forward and you go, and he did it. That's my son. I'm proud of him.
So after 2 hours, Joel came down without incident. He wasn't arrested, but he inspired so many Americans to stand up and take a stand for this great nation.